This video will show you how to install a DELKEVIC. It's called a tri-oval, and that is because it is triangular in shape. It comes with the mounting bracket, the coupler, and the muffler itself. There's a few reasons why I chose the DELKEVIC, and I'll go through it real quickly. When I'm riding, I don't like any fluctuations or aberrations in my emotions. So heavy sounds or things that distract me, such as odd noises, loud sounds, loud mufflers, and all those things. They're just a distraction that causes you to lose your focus or think about things that you should not be thinking about. Other than that, I do very much enjoy the sound of a VFR. So the tri-oval is probably, in my opinion, one of the most attractive and professional looking mufflers out there. You can get a shorter version, but I like the full-size one. Now, I do have performance mufflers, but this is not a brand new muffler. This has been on my bike for about a year. I got it a year ago online, and since that time I've taken the time to polish it. Now, this is another reason why I like the DELKEVIC stainless steel. If you can look in there, I mean, we're talking polishing this up to a fine grade here. That's using a 3M rubbing compound and a rotary buffer. Now, so the price of the sound of the original OEM muffler is what I like. I like that sewing machine sound. I don't like that loud, obnoxious shorties or too much away from OEM's not my thing. But whatever the case, this is the lowest priced muffler that DELKEVIC makes, and it is equal or greater than to OEM, and in which case I've been very satisfied with it. I was very satisfied with the price. I believe I got it for about $180, shipping included. It's turned out to be a very something that I really like. I do like the Vance Hines SSR2 a little bit better, only because you get an immediate 8 horsepower jump on it. To install this is very simple. What you need is an 8mm hex bit. This is a socket with a 3/8 socket. You need a 14mm socket. This is an impact wrench socket. That's for the bolts on the muffler. And you need some ratchets. I got a 3/8 and a 1/2. You also need a breaker bar, because I'm going to torque this thing down. As the other video on how to take off the mufflers, you will need to remove these two 8mm hex nuts, only because you're going to swing the little plate here out like this. That allows you to get into the muffler coupling bolts and torque it down. In order to install the bracket right here, which attaches to the front of the muffler, has to be wrapped around the tri-oval in a fashion that gives it a snug, tight fit. The nut goes all in the front or all in the back. I've noticed that in the front, the best fit's gonna be, with the greater amount of tension on the bracket if you put it up front. You can put it in the back, whatever. You may want to shorten it. If you want to shorten it, you can always shorten it. I didn't do any of that. This whole thing fit perfectly, and you attach it to the muffler bolt, similar to the OEM. I mean, you're basically just taking your OEM and replacing it with the new unit. Everything is provided when it arrived in the mail, and I've gone ahead and buffed up the polished polished aluminum or polished bracket there. I'd take it off by removing this whole bracket because I don't want to mess with that screw. But last night I messed with that screw because I polished the entire muffler. So in order to get it on, all you need to do is put one of these 8mm bolts and it, pretty much stays in place. Then you install the rest of the bolts, which are going to be the rear bracket for the rear foot pegs, and the two 14mm coupling bolts, which I have right here. It's a spring, and inside the spring is a collar, and they go right in here. Do not put a gasket on it, and if you put a gasket on it, get a copper ring. But I would not recommend putting it is a loose, it's going to leak a little. Don't put any gasket, even high temperature gasket. I have the red. I forgot what the name of it is, but I have the red for the high temperature gasket seal or gasket maker, and it really didn't do anything. Other than that, once you do the coupling bolts, tighten them down, you can go ahead and put the 8mm back in the brackets, and that should be completed. When I'm done with this, I will go ahead and start it up and let you listen to what a Delkevic tri-oval sounds like. Again, it's very close to OEM. It's a little bit different. It's got a little bit of a throatier snarl to it, whereas the OEM has more of a sewing machine, kind of a mechanical thread through the entire noise pattern. This has more of a spike in the metallic and throaty, like a growl to it. It's not bad. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's about a 7 or 8. There are better exhausts out there, but I think it's going to be very difficult to if you're looking for aesthetics, I think it's very difficult to beat the Delkevic. Delkevic is extremely attractive muffler or exhaust. Alright, so I'll finish this up and then start it up and let you hear it.